planning against two different quarterback possibilities?
That's just it. We're looking at what Trevor Lawrence does, and now we're going to look at. We started looking at this next guy, and I was like, I'm looking for more film on him, right? So we're looking at preseason work, but at the end of the day, we have to be ready by Thursday. So it is what it is. On a short week, you'd hope you could stick with the quarterback you could have a lot of film on and knows how to run the offense versus somebody who's going to come in and now you're game planning a little bit differently.
After the game, you said we have to get our stuff together. You've had a few
Quick.
days now, quickly. Just now that you had everything
Yeah,
sinking in, just now that you're ready to play on a short week.
no time for a 24-hour rule. We are beyond that. After we broke down film, I almost said so long ago, but it seems like so long ago because we turned that page quick. I mean, Monday morning we broke down film on how to get better, what we needed to do. We need to come out with that second half energy on defense. The way we took the second half, that's how we need to start. Every game. And even in the first half, there's just some things that we had to clean up. There were 3-4 plays that you wish you could have back that you can't. So moving forward, you talk about the playmakers that Jaguars have from the running back position. The wide receiver core, I think, is probably one of the more solid wide receiver cores in the league. The tight end could probably be thrown in just the same, Evan Ingram, into that wide receiver core as well, the way they use him. There's things that we have to do to affect his game.
Ken, when you have a game like Sunday, do you kind of
It's already
No, I'm saying, are you
page turned. Glad it's a short week because you get another opportunity to take the field. At the same time, you wish you had a little bit more time for just health-wise in general. You sit week 7. It's not like you're the freshest person going into a Thursday night game. But we got to be able to turn that page. It is what it is. I'll hurt on Friday.
Guys, you're one of the leaders who preaches accountability. Just how you kind of hold yourself and maybe some of the other guys accountable. And
to a higher standard, absolutely. You have to be able to push yourself. Today at practice, that's exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about communication. Open up that line. If we have games that needs to be clearly communicated and things need to happen. If we have, coverage happening, we have to be able to trust our coverage to get to the quarterback. It goes hand in hand. I think it's been said 48 times in the last 48 hours. We have to be able to affect this game early and then consistently throughout the whole game.
Talk about turning the page quickly and you quick ramp up to the game. With all that said, this would be a very big win for you guys.
Right. Absolutely. You figured 2 weeks ago, defense scored first. Last week, we had a potential to get the ball back early in that first quarter. So if it's up to the defense, we have to be able to take over from start to jump.
with the team being so defensive led, what are the messages you guys take?
Is the team defensive led? We have Derek Carr, we've got Alvin Kamara, we've got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, and Rashid Shaheed. There's a lot of veteran guys on the O-line, talking with Eric McCoy, and as well as now Caesar is clearly a veteran, and Ryan Ramczyk. There's veterans everywhere on this team. Defensive led is just because I'm a defensive player, and I feel like all teams need to be led defensively. I'm biased that way. But I do think with guys, from Tyrann Mathieu to Marshawn Lattimore to, defensive line as well as linebacker core, there's veterans on each and every level. So there's accountability being held in each and every position group.
Yeah, but with that in mind, what do you guys tell to the offense to let them know you still have them?
It's an unsaid rule. We have your back. We're challenging ourselves to be better. If they don't put points up on the board, they can't win. So if our team puts 35 points up or they put 3 points up, all we need is a point. Let's give ourselves a chance.
The 3 days, the advantage you do have is you don't have to go anywhere to get to play at home. Try to get at home. How much easier is that in a short week to get to play this game at home in front of your fans?
It's always a dome field advantage situation. You go to a Superdome, you have our fans, you have our noise. We love the energy that our fans bring to the table. It eliminates a lot of the audibles that you're going to get in an away game. And at the same time, you have to be clear cut on what you're doing as well, because we're not going to hear that on defense. In terms of offense, we're going to let them go to work the way they do.
Hey, Cam, a lot was made before the season about a lot of changeover on the defensive line, and understandably so, but it seems that things have clicked pretty quickly. What would you attribute the sort of cohesion of the defensive line so far to?
This is going to come off bias again. I think defensive linemen usually hang out a lot. when you have goofballs like that one in the back ball, but they're able to be serious on the field, you're able to get along off the field is just as important as on the field. Because if we can hang out, we can eat together, we can talk and have an open line of communication off the field, how much clearer is our communication on the field? And so when I tell you, hey, we're going to run this, and he can look at me and just nod his head and it's known, you can't just feign that. That's something that has to be earned. And I mean, that's the whole point of training camp. That's the whole point of us being together the way we are.
And y'all are kind of, you would say you're already at that place of that nonverbal
I think for a lot of us, we're there, and yet there's still so much we can do. I think even in the game, even last game there was a miscommunication. I was like, all right, well, we got to clean this up for this next game, and we talked about it, understood it, and moved on.
Kim, I know you're never
He
expected
wants
to
his
be.
microphone back. He's tired of it.
I'm not tired. I know you guys never expected to be 3-3. You always talk about, hey, we're going to win each game, but how do you avoid not letting it spill over, the frustrations of not being?
You can't. There's 11 games left. There's 11 opportunities. That's the ones that we're given, and so each one of these will become more and more important. At the end of the day, I have to focus on today's practice. I've got to focus on watching film on whatever quarterback that's going to take the field. I have to know what Etienne likes to do. I have to know what my next hunt will be in terms of where the quarterback likes to snap the ball, where he likes to escape from. I'm still in the process of developing a game plan for this upcoming game, and it has to come up by tomorrow. So the easy thing is it's a short week because mentally speaking, you have to just turn that page. Physically speaking, doing everything to get your body feel right for this Thursday game because you're still sort of healing from 2 days ago. It just is what it is. It's the price of doing business when you have a short week coming up.